Recording in progress.
We good. We good. It's alright. We good. We good. We good. It's alright. We good. We good. We good. It's alright. We good. We good. We good. It's alright.
Running races around the race.
Wrong button. Oh, hit the wrong button. That's a great way to start off the first episode of the new year, 2022. Welcome back, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's going on? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Primarily Speaking. I am host with the most, man, with the gas, Mr. Poppin' 2 quarters. Let me get in that ass. He is your boy, Prime, in the motherfucking building. Anazul to the 25.
No doubt. And I am the total package Rex Devereaux. Captain Carolina, back with you once again after a long layoff. We ain't talked to y'all since last year.
I know, right?
So we back. Yeah, so we back. Got a light, hot little show. Got some things to talk about. What we got going on, Cuzzo? Matter of fact, how was your New Year, Christmas, all that good stuff?
New Year's was pretty good, man. It was pretty quaint, pretty much the same as it's been past several years for me, man. Went to my mom's crib and stayed up long enough to see the New Year's come in. So, it was pretty. We had like no major party or nothing, just be a few people, and we just have a few drinks, and that's it, man. I was home by 12:30, I think. 12:30, I was back at the crib. How was yours, man? What you do for New Year's?
Awful. I was fighting COVID.
Ooh.
Get vaccinated, people. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. You know what? You know why? Because people out here still ain't getting vaccinated. That's why. How about that? Yeah. So
But
I
you
had
know
to
you can
battle
still
COVID.
pass it, even if you vaccinated, you can still catch it and pass it on. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, if we had more people getting vaccinated, this shit would have been over. But I digress. But all in all, it was a pretty good holiday season. Even with that, had a good time with the kids and stuff, whatever. All of us caught COVID, so we all shared that. For Christmas and New Year. So
I was gonna ask how your
was,
Christmas been,
decent.
man. I was gonna ask how your Christmas
Yeah, it
was.
It was decent. Like I said, fighting COVID.
Oh, then you had it during Christmas time too, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang. Sorry, man. Sorry to hear that. Glad I didn't go.
Yeah, but it's all good.
Glad I didn't go.
I know, right? Oh man.
Call y'all the COVID brothers. Instead of the Splash
Like
brothers,
I said,
call y'all the COVID brothers.
Yeah. And like I said, we broke it down. I got my detective hat on, and I found out who it was.
Who was it?
Cuter Body Brown.
He the one.
Right.
He the one that spread it
He's
around.
the one. He's the one that spread it around. He broke protocol.
Tisk, man. Y'all gotta get it together down there, man. When I was down there this past Thursday, and I try to stop by and see folks, for a quick little second at the very least. But everybody who usually I stop through see, everybody had COVID or had to go take a test because they might have COVID. I'm like, damn, why can't I see nobody while I
Yeah. Not a good time to stop by.
Then I'm gonna go see my daddy. He ain't tell me his girlfriend had COVID. He ain't tell me that. He was gonna let me come to the house. He was gonna let me come right through, even though.
Oh man.
Then he talk about I can meet you at the store and bring you the stuff. No, that's all right.
We can't be in the same vicinity. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't want to be around you.
I'll wait until I come
do
back.
it right
You try to give me the kids' Christmas gifts. I'm like, I'll wait, bro. It ain't that serious. We good.
Yeah. Give me 10 days. I
know, right? But yeah, this COVID thing is crazy, man. You know what I mean? The Omicron is what it's called now. They had a new one called IHU or IH8 or something like that. They got all these variants. My thing is, man, I don't think the variants are going anywhere. We just gonna have to live with this shit, man. It's here to stay. COVID is just here to stay like the flu, man. I think in South Carolina, we've already reached 1 million people since 2020. 1 million people have caught COVID, have been positive for it. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, but I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna just I got to move to France or Australia, one of them places where they don't play that shit.
Oh yeah, and the tennis dude went out to Australia. They
Oh
were
yeah,
like,
Novak Djokovic, the number one tennis player in the world, the man got banned from Australia. He got the exception from tennis, and Australia was like, "We don't honor that shit. Come here, you stay in
yeah,
this hotel for a quick minute until we can sign your paperwork to get your ass up on out here.
yeah.
You
They
can't
talk
come in
about
these borders here."
that's attorney talking about we would approve. Like shit, y'all should have double checked that for y'all leave. Because soon as they get there, it was like, And then they
You
set
can't
him in
come in
the,
here.
they set him in the hotel and they talk about somebody was trying to make a comment about him being in prison. They was Australia right him like he is free to leave whenever he want. He just can't go to the tennis match, but he is free to leave whenever he want to.
And they made that clear. He is free to leave. Please believe that. He's trying to get in here. That's not happening.
Not happening.
He can go anytime he wants. Yeah. Go anytime he wants. I mean, rules is rules. You know, he think because he the number one tennis player in the world, he tried to pull an Aaron Rodgers, and Australia wasn't having it. How about that?
So
The
you gonna
whole of
you gonna play word games, huh? All right. Okay. Come on.
Got some games for you to play. Here, you can play all the games you want to play in this hotel room here.
I know, right?
Until your flight is ready to leave. How about that?
You know, something I just saw. The wife sent me a video that in Canada they are now going to require you to be vaccinated for you to visit any dispensary or liquor stores.
Oh yes. Listen, people gonna be getting the vaccine left and right now. They can't get drunk or high. Oh yeah.
That's in Canada. They were like, imagine at the end. It was like, imagine if they tried to do this in the U.S.
Oh, please believe. Either crime going really uptick, or people going to really go out in droves to get this vaccine. Dog. I'm telling you. That's what they should have did from the beginning.
If they made a requirement to go to the liquor store, oh man, it would be pandemonium out this bitch, man.
These other countries so progressive. They're so smart. I salute to Canada.
That's creative, man.
Canada. How about that?
Very creative. Say you want smoke? Sure. It's gotta be vaccinated, baby. It's gotta be vaccinated.
Gotta be vaccinated. Listen, I know some people who are down here right now.
Hey,
They'd be like, "Shit, I gotta get vaccinated. Yeah, you want to get vaccinated now? Huh? Yeah, we know."
The bootleggers would be booming for all them people that don't want to get vaccinated. Bootleggers would be booming. But if I was a bootlegger, I'd be buying a bottle for $20 and selling that bitch for $60.
That's right.
Want this bottle?
I knew you don't want to get that vaccine. You want this bottle, and you don't want to get vaccinated. I got you.
Yeah, charging, baby, charging.
Right? How about that?
Hell yeah,
make it work.
That shit is wild, man. What else is going on? This is my son's last semester in high school. He will be going off to college next year, man. Feels different. I wanted to ask you, man, since you've been in this boat before, man. How is that feeling of, kid going off school? You know what I mean? Sending them off. What's that feeling like?
Such satisfaction because you don't get them the fuck out your hair.
I think it's a satisfaction.
They're away. You ain't got to deal with them. They're on their own. Whatever mistakes they make, it's them. That's it. No, I mean, it's a for me, man. It was a swelling of pride, man. Especially when Champ, first went off to college. You gonna miss him. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You might act like, oh man, I just ready to get him out the house, but that shit don't hold true. You be missing them kids, man. I mean, if you really, tight with them like that, like how you supposed to be, like how you are with your little man.
Yeah.
You gonna miss them, man. But this really is the beginning of a real big journey for them, man. It's important, So, definitely have a talk with him before you leave. Let him know what time it is, the pitfalls and everything. Females, broads, stuff like that. But other than that, man, cherish just a little bit of time left because it's gonna fly by. I'll tell you that.
I was thinking about trying to have maybe an indoctrination weekend. Get the fellas together, bring my son with me because he'll be 18 in March. So bring him with me and let him have like a guy's day so he can, you know what I mean? Because he don't go out nowhere. You don't really hang out with friends or do none of that stuff. So I want him to get a glimpse of what it could be like when he's out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I know
type
you
of
talking
people
about.
he need to deal with and what he need to be looking out for type thing. Like you could tell him stuff, but since he doesn't go nowhere to put it into practice, it's hard to really
Right.
comprehend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does make a difference too, man. For real.
So I've been thinking about getting the fellas together one weekend. You know, maybe when things that maybe in the spring, early summer, something like that. You know, probably in the summertime when school is over. Um, you know, and maybe hopefully all these numbers done calm down a little bit, get like a gather, have a cookout or some shit like that, and you know, just get the fellas together and have them indoctrinated into manhood a little bit.
Yeah, that'd definitely be a good little plan, man. I dig that. You know,
Yeah,
hopefully, Champ will be down here. He can ride too.
yeah,
That would
yeah.
be
Maybe
good
we can
for
give
him.
them some pointers and shit like that. You know, because it's been so long since I've been in school, man. The shit that I got to say probably don't even matter no more. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Shit probably way
Yeah.
different nowadays. But yeah. So moving on. What is your outlook for 2020, man? 2022. Sorry. What is something you want to accomplish in the new year? I don't want to say a New Year resolution. I just saying something
Yeah,
you want
please
to
don't. Yeah,
accomplish.
please. Yeah, let's not. Yeah, let's not start that New Year's resolution
No,
crap.
we know that shit don't last.
Exactly. Exactly. But um, for me, I really want to. It's gonna sound strange. I want to travel, even though the pandemic's still raging on. But I really interested in seeing some of the peoples I ain't seen in a while. I got a homeboy up in Indianapolis, Indiana. He doing anything. I got a homeboy in Texas I want to see. You know, even a homeboy in Wyoming. I think
Mm.
he's still in Wyoming, but I
Is he
don't
your
really
brother?
know about going. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't that something?
I'm just saying Wyoming, like that's an odd
Cool brother
state for
too.
a brother to move to.
Well, yeah, he's a trucker, so
Mm,
you
mm,
know,
mm, mm, mm.
he might be still in Wyoming. Hopefully, he's not, because I really don't. I don't see a lot of movies about Wyoming and stuff, dog, and it don't really go down good for a lot of brothers up that way. So,
I'll tell you one thing about Wyoming.
what's
COVID
that?
is low. COVID is
Oh
low.
yeah, COVID is real low out in Wyoming. That's right. How about that? That's the only thing that might make me comfortable about it. COVID is low.
All right.
Yeah,
But you say you travel any other
yeah.
places you trying to travel to?
Oh yeah. I mean, finally got a chance to get my what do you call it, passport back. I ain't
Mm.
gonna get into the reason why I couldn't get it. I couldn't have it, but I want to travel to some faraway lands. I definitely want to visit Africa. Um, you know, one of my favorite artists right now, Ari Lennox, was talking about her visit to Ghana. I want to visit places like that, man. Check it out. You
That's
know,
what's up. Okay.
it's yeah, it's a lot of beautiful places in this country, in this world, to see, and I want to see some of them before I, transition. Pass,
Right, right.
pass on. I don't want to say transition. Bad word.
We talk about that
People
later.
might, yeah. People might get confused, and I don't want that shit. Oh.
Okay, all right. I like it.
that.
I like that. That's pretty dope, man. Yeah, traveling is always a good thing, man. For 2022, I think this year, man, I want to get some more progress in the podcast game. I want to make some more strides in the podcast game, get a little more well known. You know, we've just been doing this thing leisurely for the past couple of years, but I think I want to, kind of step on the gas a little bit and put us out there a little more, man. I think we've done a lot of the leg work, and now it's time for us to really kind of shine a little bit. So that's one thing I want to
That's what I'm
accomplish.
talking about.
And I want to also establish a balance where I'm not depending so much on one or two streams of revenue. You know what I mean? Sometimes you be in that position where if you lose this job, then shit
You're
could
fucked.
be ugly. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
want to get out of that. I want to definitely get out of that realm. Cause things are just unreliable now. You know what I mean? I'd rather rely on me than rely on somebody else, so another company or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't want to be totally dependent on them paying me. So
Right.
those two things I really want to
Yeah,
accomplish
feel
this
that.
year, man.
Okay. That's
Make
what's
some
up.
establishments.
That's
So
what's up. I like it.
All right, man. So let's jump into some more things that's new in 2022. Taco Bell. Taco Bell has now introduced wings to their menu. Some crispy wings. They have a Mexican queso seasoning and a little zesty, I think it's ranch dipping sauce. And I ain't gonna front. I want to try it. I want to try it, cuz I want to try it.
I don't think you should. I don't think you should. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, you can do what you want, but I don't think you should.
I know it's Taco
Yeah.
Bell, and Taco Bell is definitely a bathroom buddy. But
Yes, sir.
I want to try it. I'm reading the description of the wings, and I saw a little video of them. I'm like, you know what? I want to try them motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna try some. I actually went the day right before we started recording the day. I went to go get some because I wanted to try it so I could see how it tasted. The motherfuckers was sold out, so I'm like, damn, somebody buying these bitches.
Dog, you already know how people are with new shit. Remember the chicken sandwich thing, debacle?
Yeah,
Oh man, people going crazy with chicken sandwich. People fighting over chicken sandwiches. Yeah.
you know the crazy thing
Hey,
about the
wait a
chicken
minute.
sandwich thing? They already had the chicken sandwich. That shit wasn't new.
Right. Exactly. Like, come on, man. We've been doing this. We got
It
chicken
wasn't
sandwiches
even,
in high school.
it
Ain't no
wasn't
new shit.
even
It's
new.
nothing new here.
No, Popeyes already had a chicken sandwich. That wasn't the first
Yeah.
time they served chicken sandwiches. They've
Yeah,
been
the
at
chicken
this shit.
sandwich. Right. Exactly. Man, listen, man. And this whole and it's a wing shortage. So how Taco Bell get the corner the market on wings? That's what I want to know. It's a
The,
shortage.
the wing shortage is over. Well, I don't know, cause
Wing
you know
shortage.
what? You
Yeah,
you might be
yeah,
right.
see?
Cause the other day in the grocery store, we had a pack of wings like $18 for a pack of wings.
Yeah, think
Wings
about
usually
it,
be
man.
like
Wing shortage
six,
ain't
like
done.
$9, something like that. This shit was $18 to $20 for wings.
Think about it, cuz I'm telling you.
Mm,
Something funny going on there.
But I want to
What's
try
going
it,
on
bro.
there?
I want to try it. I want to see what it tastes like, and then I want to come back and report and say, "Hey, them thing, my finger looking good," or "Ship an ass." Don't do it.
Exactly. And that's what you probably gonna say. My thing is this. You can go ahead and try it, but I'm gonna be like them people who been talking about the vaccine. I'm gonna just stand back for a little while and watch everybody else eat them and see what happens.
All right, now when I get them and them thing blazing and you can't get none, don't be crying. Talking about I wish I had grabbed me. I wish I went out and get some.
My feelings will not be hurt, sir. I learned my lesson about Taco Bell a long time ago, sir.
Hey,
Won't
Taco
be
Bell
repeating
is
that mistake.
definitely a bathroom buddy, man. Definitely a fucking bathroom
Yes,
buddy,
sir.
man.
And it hurts. Let me tell you, it put a hurting on you.
All right. You heard about the guys from the Ahmaud Arbery case? Arbery case?
Live.
Travis
Oh, yeah,
McMichael,
I heard.
his father Gregory McMichael, and their neighbor William Bryan were all sentenced to life. It
Right.
says that one of them they'll be eligible for parole after 30 years. Yep.
Yep, that's the ass.
Going to jail,
Too bad.
Junior.
Going to jail. Guilty. How about that?
That's what they
That's
asses
right.
get, man.
That's right.
I'm glad
Yes,
that they even
deserve
got
to
it.
die, and I hope they burn in there. Oh no, not that part.
Mm.
They should have got the death penalty too, though. I think they should have got the death penalty.
Yeah, for what
But
they
it is
did,
what it
for
is.
how they did that shit.
Yeah.
You right about that shit, man.
Yeah.
Sad
It's all
moment.
good.
Sad moment, real quick. Legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Sidney Poitier passed away at the age 94 just a few days ago, earlier this week. No, yeah.
I like your style, Mr. Tubbs. That's right, the original Mr. Tubbs. Please believe it.
Man, that was sad to hear, man. Of course, I know a lot of people already heard about Betty White passing on New Year's Eve at that. 99 years old, a few weeks from her 100th birthday, unfortunately.
Yeah. Classy Betty White, man. Betty White did a lot for black entertainers during her time, man. For
Mhm.
real.
You heard about that dancer she
looked
allowed
out.
on the show?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. She helped out a lot of people. Betty White always, seemed like she was good people, man. I got my first taste of Betty White with the Golden Girls. I can't even lie. watching that with grandmoms, and it was a different type of show to watch on TV, man. You know, four old ladies tripping and laughing all the time. You know, it kind of made you think, like, damn, you know, you kind of something. It's funny to see people get old, but as long as you got your friends, you kind of straight.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and she brought a lot of happiness to a lot of people, man. So yeah, definitely rest in peace to Betty White. Prayers going up to her family and stuff. You know, they lost a legendary person, for real. And definitely for Sidney Poitier, man. When you text me that, because I didn't even hear about it until you text me, and I started checking the news feeds. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
that's my guy, man, Mr. Tubbs. You
The
know,
first African American to win an Oscar.
That's right. That's right. And one of the first brothers I seen slap the shit out of a white dude on TV.
Heat of the night, baby.
One of the best. That's right. In the heat of the night, one of the best slaps in the history of movies of all time. Backhanded, please believe it.
Slap shit out.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, he slapped shit out that old white dude, man. That's right. Don't play with me. I'm Mr. Tubbs. They call me Mr. Tubbs. Don't play with me. Yeah, I mean, but he really was a big idol to me, man. Once I really started to get older and appreciate dudes like him, Harry Belafonte and stuff like that, man. This classy dude. If you ever get a chance, anybody listening, Buck and the Preacher, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? They call me Mr. Tubbs. And The Heat of the Night. If you ever get a chance to watch them movies, man, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's really worth it, man, for real.
Yeah,
Raisin
man.
in the Sun. You gotta put that in there too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Class personified, man. Class personified. I love that dude. Love that dude.
No doubt about it. Love that dude. I'm a Muslim, man. Yeah.
Moving on. Now this was a story that that you told me about just before we started the show that I'm so perplexed on. But a guy named Bennett Casper Williams out in LA gave birth in October of 2021, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about this, man. Give us the rundown on this, sir. I need info. Come on, let's get it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a little info. For yeah, no, this is some progressive shit. I'll just tell you that right off top. 37-year-old Bennett Casper Williams, Los Angeles, California. He actually began transitioning from a woman to a man. I want you to keep score now.
I'm keeping up.
From a woman to a man. Mm-hmm. In 2014, he started transitioning. Mm-hmm. In 2020, he gave birth to a bouncing baby boy through cesarean section, and was offended by hospital staff and doctors calling him mom. He said he wants to be called dad. See, I didn't cut these breasts off and do all this work to this top part of this body for nothing, and did absolutely nothing to the bottom part. I kept my uterus and everything or whatever, so I can have this baby. So, bring your questions to me.
I have so many fucking questions. Oh my God. Okay, so, all right. So this was a woman, obviously.
That's
and
right.
You said they started transitioning from a woman to a man in 2014.
Yes.
And then in 2020 he had a baby. So my first question is that if you transitioning from a woman to a man, and I don't know all the lines of this, but I would think that if you're transitioning to be a man, it's because you maybe like women, but you feel shit. Why is you fucking a man if you want to be a man? Just stay a woman, right? Does that make sense?
You would think that. That makes sense. You would think that, but you got to think also is what Bennett Casper Williams wants. He doesn't want to be a woman.
Right. So
be a man.
You want to transition to being a man, right? So now, if you're saying you feel like you're a man, but I like men, I think I'm keeping up with what I'm saying. Then why not go all the way? Why are you still having sex with your woman parts?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so confused by this.
And that's the $64 question that I need answered, and it doesn't answer anything that I've checked. Nobody can tell me anything about that or whatever. All I know is that Bennett Casper Williams transitioned from being a woman to a man only on the top part, not on the bottom part, had a baby in 2020, and wants to be called dad. He wants to be known. He said he wants to be able to tell his son that yes, your dad and papa carried you and had you.
I gotta read this part, right? I'm reading the story, right? It say Casper Williams realized he was trans in 2011 and began transitioning in 2014, as you had already said. A process which included getting a $5,000 surgery on the top but not the bottom half of his body. He said it was really liberating, he said, of the surgery to remove his breasts. I never could have anticipated what a relief it would be to find them gone. It was a huge weight off my shoulders.
That's funny, how yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to
off.
laugh. That just sounds so
Huh.
funny. The process of trying to
Huh.
conceive, being successful, and being pregnant were not challenging to his gender identity, he said. In fact, the only real cause of unease regarding it was the way medical professionals continually assumed his gender. But I'm like, I just don't understand. If you want to have a baby naturally, why are you even transitioning? You don't feel like a man then. You ain't no real. That don't make no sense to me. If you think you because the trans, correct me if I'm wrong, but trans usually people are like, I feel like I'm a man born in a woman's body or a woman born in a man's body, right?
Mhm.
So if you feel like a man, how did you feel like having a kid as a woman, like a woman? I don't get it, man. I'm so fucking confused with this shit, bro.
Yeah, it's very confusing. And like I said, to me, it's super confusing because you basically saying, yeah, I want to be a guy, but I won't be able to have a baby. And what he's saying in his statement that people shouldn't pigeonhole that motherhood to just being a woman.
Right? Yeah, I saw
Basically,
that in the story. Yeah, something about
dads,
womanhood and motherhood
basically
or some
dads,
shit like that.
yeah, and basically dads can be moms too.
Yeah, it says
He really
that's why
taking this shit to a deep level.
he said that's why it's so important that we stop defining womanhood in terms of motherhood because it's a false equivalency that all women can become mothers, that all mothers carry their children, or that all people who carry children are mothers.
See, and at that point right there, that's when I would have just
What?
stood up and be like, "Sit down and shut up." Nobody wants to hear that crap.
What?
Nobody wants to hear that crap. Sit
What?
down and shut up.
I gotta
See,
read
man,
this
I get
again.
roasted.
He said
Yeah,
all
I get
women
roasted for that.
a false equivalency that all women can become mothers. All right, that's true. All women can't become mothers because some women can't have babies. That all mothers carry their children. No, because some mothers will put the eggs into the surrogate to have their child, and or that all people who carry children are mothers.
Yeah, that's the part right there.
But
Mhm.
all of them are women.
Except
That's
her.
true. Everybody that fits into either one in either of those three categories is still a woman, though, right? Am I saying something wrong?
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm on the right track. They're still a woman, so womanhood, motherhood, whatever. That's a female trait. Men can't carry babies.
Not in his world.
Men
Not in his
cannot carry
world, fine.
babies, man. Is this one of
Well,
those
he just.
they situations? Is this what this is? Do I have to call him?
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, man, but this is just terrible. People gonna probably, hear me say this shit and be like, oh, he's insensitive and this, that, and the third. But my thing is, what are you gonna tell this young man once he, become of age and he starts wondering if he want to be with little girls or boys? You know, are you gonna encourage him to try to get pregnant and do what you did or what?
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
to me, I think it's disheartening. People so. I think it's a real dislike of people that they got with themselves, man. That they just can't be happy and thankful for what God give them. And I know once I start saying that, people gonna be like, "Oh, he going down the holy road and this, that, or whatever." But I mean, he gave you life in a certain way, and you basically like, "Nah, you did this shit wrong, dude. I'm supposed to be a woman. You made me a man, so I gotta change and switch." I just can't co-sign with that. You can be gay, that's fine, but once you start talking about transgender and all this shit, and you gonna switch who you are to somebody else, man, mess me with that, man.
What I don't like is the picking and choosing, right? It's like, be a man or a woman. If you decide you a man and you want to be a woman, that's on you. But make up your fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? You trying to have best of both worlds? Like, what? Come on, man. They running out. That's a little bit of running out to me, man. I'm all for fairness and people having the right to decide certain things. But you being confusing, but want everybody else to understand your confusion. That shit don't make sense, man. Like, you can't get mad at the doctors because they see you literally giving birth. Now she did give or he, whatever the fuck, had a C-section,
Right.
but you were literally pregnant with the baby in your belly. Only women can do that. Men can't do that.
Right.
So I
Remember that movie that came out a long time ago when fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
twins.
Something about no, Twins was good, but this movie I can't even watch. Apparently Danny DeVito came up with this experimental drug and he injected this shit into Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger became pregnant.
I didn't see
Junior,
this
that's the
movie.
name of it.
Junior. I ain't see this. Do I remember this? Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. But go ahead.
yeah. This movie really didn't do good because people were pissed off that they made the Terminator of all people have a baby.
Terminator.
I'm still pissed off about that till this day. I don't care what nobody says. Terminator could not have a baby. It's not right.
I mean, I just don't
It's
like the
not right.
confusion, man. Pick a side. God damn. One or the
Yeah,
other.
but that's just like you saying they want the best of both worlds because that's the only thing I was thinking when I heard this story. Because as soon as they said she worked on her upper body and not her lower body, I'm like, oh, that's cheating. I mean,
That's
because
cheating.
if you want to be a man, go ahead and be a man, but you're cheating. You can't be both. And then she made the statement, "Oh my God, there's a weight off my shoulders just not having breasts."
That shit was
Yeah,
funny,
of
though.
course.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
Oh, weight off
Just
your
a weight off my
shoulders.
shoulders. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
No more titties. No more titties.
Yeah. But that was just a real weird story that I had to, bring up to you today because everybody else I brought it up to, they reacted the same way you react. So like, oh my God, just so much confusion, so many questions. Um, it's just something else nowadays. But
I just
that's the
don't
world we
like
live
it.
in now, man.
I don't like the confusion, man. It hurts my heart for all that confusion, man. It's like, what the
Hmm.
make up your fucking mind. Make up your fucking mind.
Right.
For real. All
That's all
right.
you gotta do. Just make up your mind.
Oh goodness. Oh, I'm about to get a headache, man.
Yeah.
Let's moving on.
Yeah, don't
Moving
do
on.
that. Yeah, moving on, man.
Moving
Yeah,
on.
yeah, moving on.
Now I heard some weird ass shit. Right, this is weird. This was on the Breakfast Club this past Friday. Guy apparently he is a UK porn star, Jake Herbert. He started an OnlyFans couple years ago, probably around the time the pandemic started, and he was making about $9,000 a month. Well, he needed to kick it up a notch, so he asked his pops to get in on it with him. So now him and his pops pose naked together on OnlyFans, and they're making about $40,000 a month. $40,000 a
Okay,
month.
hold up. All right, all right. I didn't mean to stop your story. I hope that's the end of the description. You ain't going no further. Is his dad a porn star too?
Not that I can read. Not that I saw in what I'm reading.
Well, you know what that just tells me? His dad is a porn star too. Because you ain't gonna have your son, and you know your son is a porn star. and your son go come to you and be like, Dad, I need you to pose me in some of these pictures, buck naked. And Paul's been like, he ain't even thought about it. Like, hell yeah, son, I got you. Come on, man. They both in the industry, man. This a family business. And you said they're making 40 G's a month?
A month.
That's ridiculous. Listen, man. You really got some real old maids and a lot of horny housewives in this world, man. Think about that, man. Because mostly they paying for that shit.
Because it say right here, it said Herbert once casually shared a photo with his father, a middle-aged, handsome hunk himself, just after the two of them worked out together. The photo sent his followers into a frenzy, giving Herbert the idea of including his father in his raunchy endeavors. I said, what the fuck? Oh, man, yeah. Yeah. Here's the part. So he charges $10 per month. So he charging $10 per month. What is that? Mm-hmm. 40,000? So 40,000 people have paid to see his stuff. No, sorry, 4,000 people have paid to see his stuff. In 1 month.
How about that?
Man, I need to get 4,000 people to pay $10 a month for some shit. God damn.
Listen, Cap, that's not happening. You can forget it. And that's the thing about it, because when you told me this in the pre-production, I'd be like, wait a minute. They got to be doing something. They ain't just standing around or, some regular old ordinary Joes, posing the pictures and people paying money. They got to be doing something. They flexing.
It's just pictures, man.
Just
pictures. Yeah, they like I saw the picture, like they show like a cropped picture. They look like muscular dudes, you know what I mean? Big, thick ass neck and shit type dudes. Well, at least him. His pops look like he probably lift weights too. Ooh, about to be an interception. But yeah, 40 grand a month, man. So my question to you is, would you do it, brother? Would you do it?
No, I would not.
Dude, that's 40 grand a month, man.
No, listen. See, you got to ask your question correctly. Now, if you asking me if I do it by myself, hell yes. If I buff enough to do that shit and to make money like that, hell yeah.
So you would
bring my old man in?
You say you wouldn't ask Skeeter?
Hell no. Hell no. No. I can't do it. I can't do it. No. You go ask another dude, let alone my old man. No, we can't play like that. And I'm offended that you asked me that. How about that?
What if Champ come to you, Champ, say, Pops, we can make this money every month.
I'll curse Champ out. Get the fuck out of here, man. Don't you ever come to me with this foolishness. Get out of here.
Oh, shit. Oh,
now,
man.
Now, loan me $100.
Oh, man. That's funny as hell. Sorry. I heard that.
My question is, would you do it?
Oh, hell no. No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. See, you laughing at me, but you know. Yeah, exactly.
No. I would definitely not do that shit.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'd do it by myself, but I ain't no. I can't pose nude with no dude.
So you wouldn't ask Randolph, huh? Hey, Randolph.
You know what, my daddy? No, I'm about to say my daddy might actually do it, but no, his ass wouldn't do that. He too macho. He too damn man's man to do some shit like that.
Yeah, he ain't doing that shit.
He probably cuss me out for asking some dumb shit like that, boy.
Yeah, he would. And I tell him to. I'd be like, curse his ass out. Shut him down with that foolishness. Tell him don't bring that shit back here either.
Oh, man.
That's right.
I thought that was just banana because Mika had asked me about it, and I hadn't been listening to it Friday morning, but I listened to the episode Saturday night or Friday night, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's
right.
crazy.
Like, are you serious? No, it ain't happening. Get that clown out of here.
Crazy. Okay. All right, moving on. Let's get into some sport topics. There was a high school, Sacred Heart Academy in Hamden, Connecticut. They defeat Wallingford, Lyman Hall. That's some crazy ass names for high school, but Wallingford, Lyman Hall, 92-4. This is a basketball game. 92-4. And the coach of the winning team ended up getting suspended for a game. Because they said it was unsportsmanlike for him to go ahead. Because they said during the game, in the article I read, during the game, they kept the pressure on, and like they had fast breaks. Like they wasn't letting up at all throughout the whole entire game. And my question is, why did the winning coach get fired for that? Just because the other team is shitty, don't mean he should have shown mercy. That's messed up. He didn't get fired but suspended. He shouldn't get suspended for that, man.
You know what this is? This is a great example of the Participation Trophy Society. Now,
Sad.
they want this man to tell his team, okay, let up and, let them, do whatever they want. That is not how competition goes. You go out there to play your best, to do your best, and to dominate the other team at all costs.
Yes.
If we running up and down the floor and they can't stop us, too bad, tough.
It's show off time.
If you don't want, it's show off time.
Highlight reel.
If you don't want the other team, if you don't want the other team celebrating and carrying on, you better stop. You better do something. They need to stop giving these little kids this type of mindset where, oh my God, it's just so bad you can't even try. You got to try. You got to fight to win, man. But
I mean,
that's just another example. Another example. That's all it is. Mm-hmm.
I don't like the pity party, the pity stuff, man. Like you say, if they can't keep up, they need to be trying harder, or they need to fire the coach. Fire the coach and get a better goddamn coach, or scrap the team and get a whole new set of players or something, because you can't go into every game thinking, man, we losing by 30, so the team need to let up on us now. Who is it? Who is it? Coach K? Coach K be like, run the score up. Is the Coach K that used to do that with Duke? Just run the score up? Who that been?
Yeah, Coach K.
Coach K like, used to do that. They just run the score, fuck them. Fuck them. If they can't keep up, that's on them, man. Our problem. I think that was some bullshit, man, for them to suspend that coach.
That is BS. But hey, that's the way it is nowadays. Don't do that to them. See, back in the day, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a little back in the day, get off my lawn type thing or whatever. You had to compete. If you've been getting dragged and carrying on or whatever, guess what? Tough. Ain't no mercy rule. None of that shit or whatever. No skunk rule, whatever. You got to play it out the whole time until the clock reads 000, and that's the end of the game. So I mean,
you know what that means to me.
Is now is different. It's terrible.
To me, what that says is that, cause like if you get beat like that, if you a competitor, a real competitor, you get beat like that, you know what you gonna say? I got to come back and try harder. You know what I mean? I got to go harder. But if you just know that the other team supposed to go easy on you, then you don't have no incentive to work harder. No incentive.
Exactly.
Who wanna come out and get embarrassed 92-4 again? Like, you don't want to do that. You be like, you know what? Next time I see these motherfuckers, I got something for them.
That is bad in a basketball game. I mean, at least try to fight somebody during the game or something. Cook somebody up. Show a little something. I
see. Them boy must be ain't even been trying, because they ain't even getting no free throws. Like, y'all couldn't even shoot no free throws to get more than 4 points.
Right, exactly. Y'all ain't even go into the hole. They just dominate y'all. Like, okay, we see what y'all working with. Yeah, blow them out. See, those are the type of teams that deserve to get blow out. You can't have no pity for them because they already feeling sorry for themselves.
Super sad, man. That's super sad.
Yeah.
All right.
Big shout out to that coach. Run up the score, coach.
Run up the score, for sure. I'm with that. All right. Next up, Antonio Brown. Your boy Antonio Brown. Everybody saw this last weekend where he went out in the third quarter against the Jets and took off all of his Tampa Bay gear and ran out into the end zone. And, I think he threw some of his stuff into the stands for the fans, and he left. So I want to hear what you got to say about Antonio Brown's departure from the game in the third quarter, sir.
Okay, here we go again with Clown Brown. Now, I'm going to break this down real quick for everybody. Antonio Brown was brought into the Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization last season on the behest of Tom Brady. Tom Brady wanted him there. Tom Brady was the one dude looking out for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Tom Brady's saying about Antonio Brown right now?
This nigga here.
This jigaboo here, I done bring him into a good opportunity, and he just fucks it up once again. Giselle, get the jet. We're going to see this dude, dog. Tom's pissed. Then he got every right to be pissed. Antonio Brown, and people running into his defense talking about, oh, something wrong with him, and he got no, ain't no mental health. He's an asshole, dog. Straight up and down. I'm gonna break it down.
Go ahead.
This year right here, Antonio Brown ain't even really been doing nothing for your team. That's your team now.
Well, he
probably
been hurt
best.
for a few games and he
been-
got suspended, so he didn't really play this year.
Yeah, but even when he was playing, he ain't been like real productive or whatnot.
Yes, he was. He
So-
was productive.
See, there you go. There you go. There you go. See y'all. He already trying to defend him. I'm just
I
break it down.
defended his participation on our team as far as adding to the team. That's what I'm defending because he did produce some numbers. Don't do that.
I'm gonna tell you, he did not produce well enough to talk about. He can carry on like this, whatever. Now I'm gonna break it down.
Okay.
Mike Evans went down with an injury. Chris Godwin went down. When Chris Godwin was y'all number one receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, once he went down with the ACL, Mike Evans went down. If you realize, right around about that time, Clown Brown got in trouble for having a fake ass goddamn vaccination card. He was supposed to get cut right after that. They had to keep him because they was desperate. During that time, Clown Brown's agent went to Tampa Bay and asked them to pay the remaining $2 million on Clown Brown's contract because Clown Brown has an incentive-leading contract.
Mm-hmm.
You know why Clown Brown got an incentive-leading contract? Because he did the same shit at Oakland years ago with John Gruden and them dudes. They gave him $86 million. I think he got like 40 or 50 some of that shit guaranteed and did not play one down for the Oakland Raiders because he thought he had his money. He could just do what he wanted. Now, fast forward here to Tampa Bay. Clown Brown once again sends his agent to go and ask for the money. Tampa said, we ain't giving you that money. You know you got to work for that. You got incentives that you have to reach. Clown Brown proceeds to go out. Now, if he's so hurt that he can't play football, he was cleared to play that game. So if he been too hurt, he wouldn't have been able to play that game. And if you're going to sit there and tell me that he got injured during the game, then how the fuck you going to do jumping jacks from the bench all the way to the locker room?
I saw you say that.
Come on, man. Hey, come on, man. This dude is a clown, man. And I get pissed off when I hear black people trying to defend him. And I know Tom Brady pissed off because Tom Brady tried to defend him. He flipped on Tom. He said Tom ain't shit. So, I mean, what do you think about it? I kind of down with the dude, but what do you think about it? That's your receiver.
All right. Here's what I think. From what I understand, here's what I think. So, he did get looked at by some doctors, and one of the doctors did say that he was injured. He had something protruding on his ankle or something like that. Some kind of injury he had. I don't know what the exact injury was, but it was some kind of ankle injury. They said it was best for him not to play. Could he move around on it? Yes, but it wasn't good enough for him to be running out there on the field and doing breaks and running routes and stuff like that. So from what I understand, and he was trying to explain that to the coaches and the training staff, but they didn't want to hear it. You know what I mean? And I also, from what I understand, he was bitching about him not getting targeted because he thought Tom Brady was only targeting certain receivers instead of trying to get him the ball. To speak to what you said about the incentives in his contract, he wanted to get his incentives, but nobody was throwing him the ball, so he couldn't reach that. So at some point, there was some back and forth on the sideline. Bruce Arians got wind of it, and he been like, look, go in the game. Tony Brown's like, no, I ain't going in the game. I'm hurt. So Bruce Arians was like, all right, then fuck it. Hit the locker room, then. If you ain't going to play, they ain't no need for you to be out here. Now, I don't know if that's when Bruce was like, you off the team, or if he just was like, from what he just said, you done, or you fucking done, or something like that. I don't know if that meant you off the team.
He told him to get the fuck out of here.
All right, yeah. Get the fuck out of here. So I don't know if that mean now you ain't on the team no more, or if that meant just go in the locker room if you ain't going to play. I don't know what he meant by that. So at that point, I would leave too. If I was AB, I would leave too. Now the problem I have with AB is how he left. He could have just walked his ass to the damn locker room and not cause a scene. But this motherfucker, while the players was on the field, decide he want to walk on the field, which you know you can't do, and take off all his clothes and all his paraphernalia from the Bucks and throw it in the stand, whatever, and then go like that was unnecessary to me. That part was unnecessary.
Don't do that. What he did jumping jacks all the way to the locker room. For somebody to be so and the thing about it is you didn't even realize what you said in that story.
What?
He said that he told him that he was too hurt to play. But at the same time, he bitching about getting targeted. Now, which one is it? Either you too hurt to play or you mad because you ain't getting targeted.
Yeah, well, in the beginning of the game, he was playing, if I'm not mistaken, he was playing in the beginning of the game, and then at some point,
he had 3 catches.
At some point, he got looked at by doctors because I'm assuming he felt hurt. Because I didn't watch the game. I don't remember what I was doing. I didn't see the game. But when he got looked at, they told him what was going on, what they saw, whatever they figured out. And that it probably wasn't good enough for him to play. And he was running with that. Now, how true all that is, I don't know. I don't have that. I'm just going off the information that I got. Go ahead.
It ain't even true. That's the thing about it. And you can tell he lying. I mean, because like I said, you done turn your ankle, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody done turn their ankle. Everybody done sprain their ankle. Well, strain rather, because the sprain really is when you got tears in the muscle or whatever. But if you just recently strained your ankle, you ain't doing no jumping jacks, man.
True. That's true.
Happening.
That shit hurt like a bitch when you hurt your ankle, man. That shit hurt like a bitch.
And you're gonna be limping, you could be carrying on. I mean, and mighty funny, I'm watching TV and they showing it right now. They showing it right now on the TV.
Oh yeah, I
see it running
now.
And doing jumping jacks and running off the field. This young man, and you know really why I don't like him? Because of what he did to Mike Tomlin. And I get pissed off with these little ignorant ass little brothers that think that because they got a black boss, they supposed to just be able to get over and he always supposed to look out. They ain't really supposed to work as hard as they should. When you really should be trying to make sure that you do everything in your power to make him look good, to make his leadership look good. Because they already questioned his leadership in the first place because he's a black man. Mm-hmm. And I remember the first time he did that shit to Mike Tomlin. You know, he on Facebook Live showing what's going on in the locker room. When everything that's supposed to stay in the locker room is supposed to stay in the locker room.
Almost sound like you got
this
a grudge,
dude is a selfish.
Man. Almost sound like you got a grudge. Almost sound like you got a grudge.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't like that little motherfucker, man. I think he's an asshole. He done burn his bridges. Look at how many people he done turn on.
Yeah, he'll never work in the NFL again.
He done turn on Mike Tomlin. He done turned on John Gruden and the Oakland Raiders. He even turned on the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick. Now, Bill Belichick got his ass out there fast with the quickness.
He will never work in the NFL again. Ain't nobody want that kind of toxicity on their team and unreliableness.
Exactly. My whole thing is this, because he should not be allowed to be playing in the NFL again because he don't deserve that privilege, dog. A lot of them dudes go out there and they do what they're supposed to do. They look out for their teammates. They basically like in a war, and that's how they feel sometimes. They're always about the next man up. I playing for this guy. I playing for my teammate. I'm always be there for him. This dude is never there for nobody else but himself, dog. He's a selfish motherfucker, and I hope he don't get a chance to play in the NFL again. And the thing about it is that people ain't realizing he's 33 years old.
Yeah, he young.
Seems like he's some young buck.
Well, young to me, but old for football.
Right. And he's starting to get injured a lot. So now he's getting injury prone. He's getting old. His ship done sailed.
Yeah, he done. Ain't nobody want that. You know who I see? I see a headline. You know who said talk about they down to put their name in the hat to come play for the Bucks? T.O.
Terrell Owens. Oh Lord.
No, we don't need.
Oh my God! Listen,
we're not gonna be the geriatric. We're not gonna be the geriatric team for the league, man. No.
Yeah, no. See, and that's another dude that needs to sit down and shut up. He get on my nerve too. You know, I ain't even gonna start with T.O. That's another whole different show. feminine ass
Oh
dude.
man, oh shit, man. But yeah, man. I overall, I don't like the antics of how he left. I don't knock him for leaving after what was told to him, but I don't like how he left. You know what I'm saying? I don't like
Yeah.
that part. That part I can't agree with.
I definitely agree with you on that. You know, because if my boss tell me, you know, get the fuck out of here. First off, I cursing his ass out, and then I leave.
Deuces.
Now, I ain't gonna put on a show, you know, or nothing like that or whatever. I'm gonna just leave. Go ahead and
Right.
leave out. But first off, for me, it ain't gonna get to a point to where my boss is gonna have to tell me to get the fuck out.
Mm.
Because obviously I done did something to break down that type of communication for it to get like that.
Yeah.
So
Rough,
bye
man.
bye, Clown Brown, and I hope you don't come back, Clown.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make it back, man. I don't think he's gonna make it back, man. Oh well.
You don't deserve to. Yeah, fuck him.
Good riddance. Good riddance. All right. Anything else? How about the NFL playoffs? Who you see looking good coming out? AFC.
I don't really
Let's
give a
start with
shit
let's
because,
start with the AFC.
Don't care because my Dolphins ain't in it. So you know how I feel right about now.
What happened to the streak? What happened to the 6-game winning streak? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk now?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. How about that?
Y'all was on a
Moving
6-game
on.
winning streak, so y'all like what, 7-10 now?
I don't
Seven
know.
and 9?
I don't know. We're moving on. I know one thing for sure. We whooping the Patriots right now, though. How about that?
Y'all beating the Patriots?
We spoiling things. That's right.
It must be letting
17
y'all
plus.
win. It must be letting y'all
Whatever.
win.
You can say whatever you want, but we spoiling wherever they getting. How about that? Yeah.
Oh shit, man. Oh, I know one thing. Tampa Bay better not fucking let Carolina win
Yeah,
this
y'all-
damn game. I know
yeah.
that goddamn much.
Yeah. Y'all gonna lose
Fuck.
to Carolina and Tom Brady playing.
The
How
fuck?
about that?
Shit.
Y'all, listen, y'all that Antonio Clown Brown that mess up y'all chemistry, man.
No,
I'm
he
telling
didn't.
you.
He was out.
Everybody
He was
mad,
out for
yeah.
several games, and we still was winning. We only lost like maybe what 2 games while he was away.
But this is a distraction. This is a distraction, man. I'm telling you.
Nah,
Y'all gonna have problems, man. Yeah. Y'all gonna have
we
problems.
good.
Man. And,
We good, man. We still
okay.
got Mike Good. I said Mike Goodwin. Yeah, we still got Goodwin
Mike
and
Evans.
Mike Evans and Goodwin. We still got both of them on the team. And we good, man. And our running backs are strong.
That's
We
right.
good, man. We straight. Our
You
defense
ain't-
is
look
the
at
shit.
you.
Defense is
Look
the
at
shit.
you. You ain't even know your players, man. You ain't even
I
your
know them by their last name.
Mhm.
I know them by their last name.
That's a damn shame. It's a damn shame.
Oh shit, man. Anything else in sports, man? How we looking? You saw Kyrie Irving came back to the Nets the other night.
Fuck Kyrie Irving, man. Listen, man, he's another one. They done let him get his way, and now he playing away games. He can't play home games because
Right.
New York ain't having it. Yeah, so the other night they played Milwaukee at home, and Milwaukee spanked that ass.
Oh,
Now,
really?
if he was
I didn't see that
playing,
game.
yeah. If he was playing, they had a better chance of beating Milwaukee. I think they would have beat Milwaukee. But since he won't be a selfish jerk and he don't want to get the vaccine, and hey, your team losing.
And I think he ended up catching COVID too. I think he ended up catching it while he was.
No,
he
I don't
didn't?
think so.
Oh, I thought he ended
I
up
don't think
catching
so.
it.
No, I don't think so.
Why is we letting Carolina run the ball like that? What the fuck? Anyway.
Because you guys suck. Y'all paper champs.
Shut up. Y'all
That's
ain't even
why.
in the playoffs. You can talk about somebody suck. Hush.
So,
Hush.
and
Hush.
all
All right.
that's y'all off. Shit.
All right. Next up is that's pretty much all I had, man. That's pretty much all I had. I was going to ask about if you saw Matrix Resurrection, but we're going to talk about that next time. Because I know you
Okay,
ain't
yeah,
see it.
please, 'cause-
I know you ain't see
Yeah, I
it.
have.
You did?
Yes, I have. It's on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah. I ain't even had to go to the movie theater. Now, I actually did go to the movie theater to see Spider-Man.
What'd you
Worth
think?
every penny.
Yes.
Worth every penny.
Shit been
I
good,
loved
isn't it? That
Yes,
shit
it
been good.
was. Yes, it was. That shit been good. Listen, I want to spend some more money on it again.
You want to go
Going
see that
watch
shit
it
again?
Yeah. I
That shit
sure
was
do.
good.
I
It was-
cannot lie.
To me, it was surprisingly good because I don't like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I really don't. But the movie was a good movie, hands down.
Yeah. And they actually had my favorite Spider-Man in there.
Toby Maguire.
Andrew Garfield.
Oh, what?
No,
That's
Andrew
your
Garfield.
favorite?
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
the
I like
trash.
Andrew Garfield.
He's the most
No,
trash
he was not.
Spider-Man.
No, he's the best one. He's the best one.
God, that dude's
He's the best one.
trash.
He's the best one. Them
No.
two Amazing Spider-Man's been good, man. Them shit been good.
No, they
I'm
wouldn't.
sorry.
No, they wouldn't. I
I'm
could
sorry.
not
They were
stand
good.
Andrew Garfield as I like Andrew Garfield as in all the other roles he's played in, except Spider-Man.
Damn.
Because
That's some mean shit, man.
Spider-Man was because Andrew Garfield's an asshole. You know, he like a Ryan Reynolds type of guy. But Spider-Man ain't an asshole. He just
Yes, he
talk
is.
too much. No, Spider-Man just talk too much. Not in an
No.
asshole way
Wait.
though. Not in an asshole way.
When they with the age range they had Andrew Garfield playing Spider-Man, and he been acting like that, that's perfect. That's him.
I couldn't.
That's him all the way, man.
Didn't
Yeah,
like it.
I got to roll with that guy, man. I got to roll. Well, we gonna have to agree to disagree on that one.
Definitely because I
Man,
did not like it, sir. It was
Hey, you
garbage.
know what,
It was
matter of
garbage.
fact, I gotta pick up on what you just said just now. Tom Holland is a great Peter Parker /
No,
Spider-Man.
man.
You don't know what you don't know what you're talking about. You probably like
Spider-Man,
Tobey Maguire
listen,
bit.
Spider-Man is not that idiotic. He is an idiot as Spider-Man. He's a fucking bumbling idiot as Spider-Man. And Spider-Man is not that.
Because he's just starting out. That's the kid version. Still
So
in high school. He ain't like he right out of high school in this one.
the
He's still
problem
in high school. He's
the
still a
problem
kid.
the problem I got with the shit is that by the time Spider-Man got anywhere near to the Avengers, Spider-Man was established as Spider-Man. He wasn't a newbie when he joined up with the Avengers.
Well, this is a different story, sir. So
Yeah, and that's why I
and
say
as you
it's
saw in the
shitty.
It's different parallel universes. So we in this universe with Tom Holland. Tom Holland is a wait a minute, hold up. You think Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, see, okay, then that's the end of the conversation. But I think he's the worst.
I think he's the best, especially on the first Spider-Man movie was great. Because to me it depicted what Spider-Man, who Spider-Man is, the real Spider-Man, a nerdy high school kid that was into science because they didn't really portray this Spider-Man, Tom Holland, really knowing Spider. Now in this movie, he finally displayed his scientific knowledge, but before that, he didn't really seem to like no shit. But displaying that he's a scientist, and when he became Spider-Man, he was really like quick-witted and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But still bumbling idiot, not bumbling idiot, but kind of nerdy when he was just Peter Parker. But this Tom Holland, he's the same person whether he's Spider-Man or Peter Parker, exact same person, and that shit is not a good depiction. It's terrible.
I know one thing.
What?
You don't like all the Spider-Man movies he done been in, though. How about that? So you gotta like something. You gotta be doing something right.
Homecoming
Yeah, exactly.
was
Don't deny
no. Homecoming was okay. Far From Home, I like Far From Home, but it was mean. It wasn't his acting that I liked about it. And then I'm about to get into something else, but yeah, it was okay. But No Way Home was the best Spider-Man out of his trilogy movies. No Way Home, hands down, the best one.
Yeah, I gotta agree. That shit was good. That shit was real good. But you wrong, dog. You wrong. I just want you to know that.
I'm all the way right, brother. All the way right.
You wrong.
You can't
You
convince
wrong,
me
bro.
otherwise.
I know. Moving on. How about
Yes,
that?
moving on, man. The complex put out a list of 30 people that should be participate in a versus battle, and I just want to name off some of these people, man, because I think it was a good comprehensive list, but there's a few people on there that I'm like, I don't know. But I'm old. I'm 42 now. I'm about to be 43. So some of these people just wouldn't, to me, don't seem like it. But I guess they're popular now, so some people might like it. So I'm gonna name the 30 people, starting from number 30 all the way up to number 1, and we'll see. There's one surprising thing I want to say at the end once I'm done reading this list. Number 30 is Travis Scott. 29 is Cameron. 28 is Fat Joe. 27 is Jadakiss. 26 is Ludacris. 25 is Meek Mill. 24 Ja Rule, 23 is Ice Cube, 22 is Young Thug, 21 is Gucci Man, 20 is Jeezy, 19 is Nas, 18 is Dr. Dre, number 17 is Nelly, 16 is Lil Kim, 15 is T.I., 14 is Rick Ross, 13 is Eminem, 12 is Kendrick Lamar, number 11 Busta Rhymes, 10 Missy Elliott, LL Cool J is number 9, number 8 is Future, 7 is Nicki Minaj, 6 is 50 Cent, 5 is Snoop Dogg, 4 is Kanye West, number 3 is Lil Wayne, number 2 Drake, and number 1 is of course Hove. So for me, a couple of people that I don't really agree with is Young Thug. I'm just not a Young Thug fan, period. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see how he got 20 hits that anybody would want to hear. Travis Scott. But I don't think Travis Scott is bad. I'm just not a fan. I'm just not as big of a fan. And that's really all I had a problem with. Meek Mill. I don't think Meek Mill got 20 hits. I don't think he got 20 good songs. I should say. I don't say hits, but 20 good songs that he can get up against nobody. Personally, I don't think so. But yeah, man, what you think about the list?
Certain people on there, Future, boo. Travis Scott, boo. Young Thug, boo. Was Lil Wayne on that list?
Yep. Number 3.
Boo. Boo.
Tripping.
Boo.
Tripping.
Boo.
Sweet. Well, I don't know why what Lil Wayne did to you, man.
He can't rap. That's what he did to me.
What? This man got bars.
He was trash when he first came out. He was trash when. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead later. I'm gonna give a qualifier out right now. When I hear rappers, if they come out whack, I gotta word this the right way.
Yes, please.
If they gotta change their whole style and recreate their whole self, you just kind of fake. Like how I think Kanye kind of fake. Kanye ain't that dude. He's a great rapper. He's a great lyricist, but he's a fake ass dude. I see Lil Wayne as one of them fake ass dudes. He's a college graduate, first of all. You don't let everybody know how intelligent he is. You always try to act unintelligent.
What about Jay-Z? He switched up his flow from when he first came out.
Yeah, but Jay-Z always been the same type of rapper, same type of dude.
No, he switched up. Did you say switch up their flow?
No, I said style. Like you switch up your style. Well, yeah, style consists of flow too. But for me, I like how Jay-Z switch up his shit because Jay-Z switch up his shit like Biggie.
So you just mad at the fact you just don't like Lil Wayne because you say if an artist got to switch up their style.
Yeah. I said that. I don't like that little dude, man. I mean, for one, he bite Jay-Z style. And Jay-Z bite Biggie style. So, I mean, all he really did is bite Biggie style. And all he had to do is just be himself, which he was whack when he first came out with the Hot Boys. I just think he trash.
Man, you tripping, bro. That nigga, he was aside, matter of fact, I don't know. Between him, BG, and Juvenile, I don't even know who was the best on the Hot Boys, but he was not whack when he was the Hot Boys, man. You tripping.
Even whack. BG and Juvenile carried that group. The rest of them dudes were whack. They had no rapping skills, no lyrical skills at all, dog.
I'll give you Turk, but Lil Wayne, come on,
couldn't rap.
Cuz, come on.
He couldn't rap when his style I did not like when he first came out, so I ain't got nothing for him. But as far as like anybody else on the list, I really don't get into this versus stuff because it's not what I think is really a versus type thing, because they putting like hits, people already hits and like how high the hit go and that's how they win or whatever. I want to see a battle. If they versus, I want to see them go head up on the microphones right there on stage, kind of like how Jadakiss did. You ever notice that the best rappers, they really do their thing on this versus thing, man? The best versus to me been Method Man and Redman anyway. So
That wasn't even really a back and forth against each other. That was just them celebrating each other and really kind of like just showcasing
Cutting up and
all the dope
cutting up
songs
and
that they
carrying
had.
on.
So that wasn't really a battle to me.
But it's not. But it's not a battle.
You're right. It's not a
because
battle.
all you're doing is just putting up hits. You ain't battling. Shit, if you had real battling, half of the motherfuckers on this list wouldn't even make it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because like most of these rappers aren't battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? While they could probably
No.
spit bars like that, like Jadakiss, I think could do battle rapping, but he's just not a battle rapper.
Jadakiss is the number one battle rapper on that list right there, sir. And you know who else is a dope battle rapper on that list? Underrated?
Who that?
Ludacris.
Yeah,
Ludacris.
yeah, Ludacris.
Yeah.
Yeah. I give Ludacris
Yeah.
props for that.
Yes, sir. Ludacris could rap his ass off,
I
though.
don't see Ja Rule. You know what? I never actually really liked Ja Rule. I was never really a Ja Rule fan.
Yeah.
Cause his
He had
bars,
that one album, that first album, and that about it.
like his bars, you don't even rhyme most of the time. I don't get why people like Ja Rule. He got good songs, but the bars is not up to par. You know what I mean? In my opinion. But anyway,
All
man.
Ja Rule did is take that rugged, harsh voice type style like DMX had and sing and shit or whatever, and that's all he did, dog. You see how easy he been for 50 Cent to shut him down, so I mean,
Yeah, I know, right?
yeah.
But one thing,
Ja Rule been a half-ass rapper.
one thing about this list that surprised me, right? Because on this list, they under each artist they have Billboard Hot 100 entries, and then top 10 hits for each person, right? And like people like LL Cool J, legend in the game. He's had 28 Hot 100 entries and 8 top 10 hits. Sorry, top 10 hits. You know what I mean? But like somebody like Eminem has had 93 Hot 100 entries and 22 top 10 hits. Even
Right.
Nas was on here. Nas, who's a phenomenal lyricist, he's only had 27 entries and 2 top 10 hits, right? But this is
Right.
the numbers that
Exactly.
started getting staggering to me. I was like, wait a fucking minute. Nicki Minaj has 119 top 100 entries and 19 top 10 hits. Now,
And she is trash.
wait a minute, god damn. I call a girl trash. Wait a minute.
She trash. She trash.
So Kanye has 133 Hot 100 entries and 20 top 10 hits. But Lil Wayne has 178 Hot 100 entries and 25 top 10 hits. Do you want to know how much Drake got? 259 top 100 entries and 54 top 10 hits. That's crazy.
Damn.
That
How
boy,
the hell he got? I didn't
54
even
top
realize he
10
had
hits.
54 hot songs.
Like that, like I'm assuming that songs that he's on, he's featured on as well as the lead rapper on as well. But he got
Okay, yeah. Let me know something.
259 entries on the top 100. That's a lot. God damn.
That just show you how watered down rap done get, man. But hey,
Man.
yeah, rap done take a lot of steps back. I can say that.
Sheesh.
I don't like where it's at. I don't like where it's at all. I don't like the state of rap right now.
But one thing I was
It's
kind
just
of
terrible.
upset about is I look at the list. They got Kendrick on it, but they ain't had J. Cole on it. J. Cole he's a dope artist, man. I don't know if he got 20 hits, but that second 2014 album, I forget the name of it, but that album, man, he could take damn near any song off that album except for like maybe 2 or 3 and put that up against anybody, man. That album, you could put that shit in and ride.
The Sideline album or something like that. That's the one you talking about. Oh, that ain't
One
it? That ain't the
one he
come
came out with
2014?
in I think it came out in 2014. Forest Hills Drive.
Oh yeah,
Man,
yeah.
that album dope, bro. That album was fire.
Yes, it is.
That album was
Yes, it
fire.
is.
So But Kendrick Lamar definitely could see on there. But yeah, man, I thought that was an interesting top 30 list, man. I wanted to get, see what your take was on the people that was listed on it.
Yeah, true that.
But that's it, man. That's all we got for today's show, man. That's all we got. Now it's time to get into Sit Your Ass Down. First, sit your ass down for 2022. And I would like for you to go first, sir.
Man, you already know. Clown Brown. I gotta sit him down. Listen, the NFL and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers done sit him down, and I'm sitting his ass down too, dog, for the ignorant shit he did. Setting brothers back at least 200 years. Getting kicked out by his boss. And then think about this now. Think about this. If you've been working at Walmart, your boss come over there and tell you to do something, you tell your boss no, your boss tell you to go home. You take off your smock, your vest and everything, your shirt, your t-shirt, you throw them into the customer's stuff, and you do jumping jacks all the way out the door. Come on, man. Antonio Brown done did this at 4 stops already. There's nothing wrong with him. There's no mental health. He is just an asshole from Florida. And that's where they mostly come from anyway. So, Clown Brown, Antonio Brown, sit your ass down. And this time, don't come back, because we don't want you no more. Clown.
All right. Thank you, sir, for that. Sit your ass down. I didn't want to rebut. I didn't want to say nothing, so let that roll.
Yeah, I've been waiting. I've been waiting all week to sit his ass down.
My first sit your ass down for 2022, even though this happened in 2020, is Mr. I don't even know if it's a Mr. or Mrs., but Bennett Casper Williams out in LA.
Well, I know one thing. You better get it right. You better get it right, or he will be offended and upset.
Bennett Casper Williams. Now, I'm not mad at you having a baby, sir, ma'am, or Sam, whatever you want me to call you. I'm not mad at that. What I'm mad is that you being offended at the doctors who had delivered your baby because they wanted to call you mom, when in their medical vision, they see a human being with a baby in their belly that needed to give birth. So in their minds, you a woman.
You mama.
Because only women can do that. Men are incapable of giving birth to a baby through any canal in their body. Only a woman can do that. So I think it was only natural for them to assume you're the mother. You're the mother. You know what I mean? I think that was only natural. So I don't understand how you get upset at the confusion that people have of seeing a person with a beard, a full-fledged beard, because in the picture he has like a bald head and a full beard, but you pregnant. That shit is confusing as fuck. So I'm just going to go with what I naturally learned as a doctor, that the person that's carrying the baby and giving birth to the baby is the mom. That's what I'm going to go with. So I'm upset that you mad at the people because of the confusion that you caused and didn't explain to anybody beforehand. So Mr. Bennett Casper Williams out in LA, sit your ass the fuck down with this dumb shit, man. Y'all need to make up your motherfucking minds. You either gonna be one or the other. Stop trying to play both sides of the field, people. Right?
That's right.
Either fucking or. Pick. Shit. Damn. All right. That's my sit your ass down for the first 2022. Goodness, man.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Coming in 2022 on fire.
On fire. Woo, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, that's this was the first show for the year, man. We got many, many more to come, man. We got some exciting things coming down the pipeline, but I hope you guys stick with us for the long haul. We're gonna do some more interviews this year with some black businesses and black entrepreneurs and stuff like that. We want to really showcase those that are out there getting it and showing people how it's done. You know what I mean? I'm actually eager to learn about a lot of these services and businesses that are out there. So if you're out there and you're listening, man, you want to come through the show, man, and educate your boy and our fans about what you got going on, promote, whatever, holler holler at the kid, man. We will definitely have you on. You are more than welcome. Anything else you want to say before we put a knot in this, sir?
Get vaccinated.
COVID brother number one.
Damn right. Get vaccinated. Could have been done with this shit.
Oh man. Well, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and put a button on this one. I have been your host with the most, man with the gas, Mr. Poppin' 2 quarters. Let me get in that ass. It is your boy Prime in the motherfucking building. Anazul to the 25.
No doubt. And I am the total package, Rex Devereaux, Captain Carolina, doing it once again with my dude, our fearless leader, Prime.
You heard.
Bring it to you again one more time. That's right, bud.
Yes, sir. So you know where to catch us, man. We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on Anchor FM. We are on iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Sorry, about to say the wrong thing. And we on Spotify. Primarily speaking, PRIMERILY. Speaking, no spaces, underscores, or dashes. Holler at your folk, man, and we will see you motherfuckers next time. Deuces.
We coming. We coming. We coming. It's alright. We coming. We coming. We coming. It's alright. We coming. We coming. We coming. It's alright. We coming. We coming. We coming. It's alright.
Running races around the races, got 499 and come around. Meet me at the finish line. That's where it's going down.